Hey guys, Batman Arkham 13 here, and welcome to a new series I like to call Custom vs. Lego Face-Off, where I take two builds or minifigures, one custom and one from the actual official sets, and I compare them just to see which one actually is better. Now, this was kind of inspired off of MGF's thing, but I'm going with the kind of mock thing now. So I will be doing mocks this episode, but other episodes I can be doing minifigures, so I can take a custom minifigure and go against the actual official Lego minifigures that come with these sets. Now, in this episode, guys, I'm going to be comparing my custom Imperial TIE Fighter versus set number 75211, the Imperial TIE Fighter. Obviously, the Lego set version is on the right, and mine is on the left. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this, starting off with Lego's build. Okay guys, so here is the set version of the TIE Fighter, set number 75211, the Imperial TIE Fighter. And guys, this has a lot of flaws in my opinion. I don't know if you guys see it or not. I mean, obviously it's beautifully made in some areas, like the wings, for instance, are really well made, and I really like how they're made, except they just don't have the beams on the inside here. They don't have those beams like I do on my TIE Fighter, which I'll get into in just a second. I'll compare them a little bit. And guys, there's just so many flaws in my opinion with this set. I'm not trying to make mine look really, like, you know, completely blow someone out of the water. Obviously, I'm gonna give it where credit is due. Obviously, the wings are really beautifully made, and the structure of this thing, it's just so, like, you know, you can like squish it. Like, I'm really trying to break it here, and you can't. It's really hard to, you know, like really hard to just break and try and, you know, break it off. It's really structurally, it's really there. Like, it's got a lot of structure to it, and like, you can do this with it and kind of roll it around here. I mean, obviously the missiles will probably shoot off if I'm doing this. I'm not really careful enough. But there's just so many flaws with this set, and I'll get into them now. But yes, it's really structurally very, very well built structure-wise. It's got a lot of great details, a lot of greebling, and I don't know if the greebling's well made. I mean, you can see kind of here, if I can turn this around a little bit, and you can do that little test too. Mine doesn't really stand out well, but you can kind of balance it on the wing like that. The wings are just so well made, and that's just, again, I'm giving it where it counts. I'm trying to like praise the set as much as I possibly can, but it's hard. And the wings can just pop out like this. I'm not going to show you how mine does it, but you know, wings pop out like that, and it's got a couple clips and stuff like that. Mine don't have that, but mine are made with pins, and it's just, it's really, mine are probably well made, more well made, but it's just really structurally well. I keep saying that over and over, but the greebling, there's a lot of greebling here. You guys can see it on the top right there, a lot of greebling, and it looks okay on the bottom, but it's still kind of square, and that's the problem with these sets, at least how Lego makes them. And I mean, the window can come down, but how Lego makes these, it's just that they're so, like, they're so square. I know they're trying to make it look like a dome, but it just doesn't work. I mean, if they don't use the pieces like I did in my custom version, like, again, I'll show you in a minute, but if they don't use those dome pieces, it doesn't look that well, and it doesn't give it that dome shape like it really should, and like it really deserves, and it just doesn't really look that great. I mean, I can see that they're trying, but it just doesn't really look good. I mean, there's too much there, and it just doesn't look like a circle, and it just looks more like a blocky Minecraft kind of build. But yeah, anyways, the play features that come with this set, obviously don't have the minifigures with it, but you can, I'll zoom out, you guys can shoot off the little flick fire missiles here. You guys can see on the front and on the back, it just has these little parts sticking out there. You can just flick those off. That one didn't come out very well. I don't know why it's not coming out, but you know, you can flick those off like that. Probably just broke my background there, but it's fine. But flick fire missiles is always great to have. I don't know why they didn't use green. I'm probably not the biggest nerd on Star Wars, so I don't know why they don't have green, but it's fine. And my biggest problem with this, one of my biggest problems, is that on the top here, the hatch does open, which is a great feature. I mean, obviously this does open, so you can kind of get a pilot in there, and you can kind of see what's in there. You can fit a pilot in there. I'm not really going to show you because it's just kind of a well-known thing. Because if you don't have a TIE fighter that fits a pilot, you probably shouldn't have a TIE fighter at all. You probably shouldn't have a TIE fighter at all. Anyways, you can open up the top hatch there like you should in a TIE fighter, which mine does too, but it just doesn't make it better on structure. And then you can kind of get better. I just shot a flick fire missile and it's lost now. But you can get better accessibility there, and you can close that. But the biggest problem I have is that they used a 4x4 round tile. No, 4x4 round dish, and it just doesn't look good. It's well printed, but they should have used the piece. They should have used a 6x6 with the clip. They should have used the. They should have used that. I mean, I use that piece on my TIE fighter, but yeah, that's the Legos version, guys. Hope this is okay to you guys. I mean, it's an okay set. Obviously, it pales in comparison to mine, in my opinion. You guys might have other opinions. Obviously, the biggest thing going for it is the structure. You can toss this around your room, and the only thing will fall off is either the flick fire missiles or the wings, and that's if you're really trying to get them off. But like I said, this is an okay model. It's really not that great looking, because they should have a bigger dome. I'm not really sure if it should have a bigger dome or not, but in my opinion, it looks better with the bigger dome. And they don't have the little support beams in light gray. I mean, obviously that's, and the biggest other part there is that they're studded, and then you can see a little gap in between. Yeah, right there, the little light gray support beams on the wings. But that's okay. It's not terribly bad, but like I said, it's not my favorite set, not my favorite build for a TIE fighter. I like the first order one better. But anyways, guys, I spent too long enough on this set. Let's go ahead and go on to the custom version. Okay, guys, so here is my custom version of the Imperial TIE fighter, and guys, I gotta say, when looking at that Lego version, the rough looking thing, and looking at this, it's just more of a clean and just refreshing sight, if you will, and I just really love how this looks. I mean, for starters, on the insides of the wings, you can see those little cross beams, and you can see those beams right there on the inside, and how the wings are not studded. They just look a lot cleaner. I mean, obviously you have those brick grooves, which I tried to make it look not random, which they aren't. They're actually like, if you see right here, they're actually a pattern, so they're the same on the bottom as they are on the top, with some exceptions of like 1x1s, switch out with 1x2s and whatnot, like and stuff like that. But it's still, the wings are not random, and they're kind of both on the same side. So if you kind of see that right there, but yeah, so they're really just made with 1x bricks mainly. I mean, that's really all they are, and then with some like headlight bricks and stuff like that to attach the support beams. But yeah, so I might do a tutorial on this. I don't know if you guys want to see this or not, but you guys can go check out the review I did on this TIE fighter if you guys want to have a more in-depth look at this. But just kind of a little refresher. It's so much better for dome, and I don't really know how big a dome it's supposed to be, or sphere, how it's supposed to be, but it's just more sphere-like, and you have a 6x6 dish piece on the bottom just to kind of finish it all off and make it so much more like a dome, and I just really think it looks a lot better than Lego's version. And yeah, if you can kind of look at the top right here, you guys can kind of see that it's so much of a better dome on the top. Okay, that's not really working. I was gonna, but yeah, you can see right there, it's so much of a better dome. And I'm sorry, but mine's like really delicate, and it's just not made for play. It's more made for display, which is like all my mocks and models and stuff I make. So yeah, but anyways, it's so much of a better dome and sphere looking shape with these 3x3 round bricks. If you guys want to look that up, no, it's I don't know, it's 3x3 or 4x4. I'm pretty sure it's 4x4 round bricks. If you guys want to go look those up on Bricklink. Mine can open up here as well. It's hooked on with these little droid arms. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's hooked on with those little newer style skeleton droid arm things, and they're just made with, I think these are 3x3, I'm not sure. You'll have to look them up. 3x3 or 4x4 round bricks. Pretty easy to find. They're only like 10 cents a piece at the cheapest, I think. But they're not expensive, and you need like 8 of them for one TIE fighter, so it's not that big a deal. But anyways, yeah, I used the exception of the dish piece on the top, like that came in the TIE Striker sets. but Lego used like a 4x4 and I used a 6x6 dish piece, which I think looks a lot better, and there's no stud on the top on the Legos, and it gives so much of a better fresh look at a TIE fighter. It just looks so much better in my opinion, and you guys can see that kind of slopes down on either side to give it a dome kind of shape. And then on the back, mine, I feel like my engine's like way superior than Legos, because you guys can see that little like the exhaust in the back, and it just has that design, and it goes all the way through. It is 3D, so you can, I don't know, stick like a little clear piece in there, like this size, and you can just stick that all the way inside there like that, and it goes through. Like, I just think that having a 3D engine like that, even though it doesn't like pop out as much as it should, I definitely think it looks a lot better than what Lego did, with just the kind of like just dish on the back. It just doesn't look good, and I don't like it. And then I do have the twin ion engines on these sides. Obviously what TIE Fighter stands for, so if you have twin ion engines on a TIE Fighter, it's kind of stupid. But yeah, the top piece can adjust like that and can pop up, revealing the inside. You guys can see that there is an opening on the top, but you can't really fit too much of a pilot inside. It's kind of hard to fit a full like pilot just on the inside like that, but you can fit him in there. It is possible, and yeah, so that's just a little refresher of how my TIE Fighter looks like. Now we can go ahead and bring in the set back in and just see the comparisons here. I mean, look at the back. Let's just rotate this around again. Again, mine's like way more delicate, and Legos is just like the sturdiest thing ever. But backs, like theirs is just like this way completely big dish, and mine's, well, it looks a lot more detailed and just so much more fresh. And there's like really like dark grays going on, and it doesn't look, it's just way too agreeable. So much stud showing. It makes my eyes hurt. And there's just like, it's like a block of gravel, like, oh god. But it's an okay set, I feel like. If you're not really good at making mocks, I feel like this is an okay build. And then mine's just obviously, I mean, it's obviously bigger. You guys can see, it's like I'd say like a brick or two taller. But it's, you know, it's okay. Again, let's just look at the fronts again, just to kind of show you another comparison there. Again, it's just mine's taller for one, and then theirs doesn't have the supports on the wings, and mine does. So again, I feel like I won here, but you guys can comment down below your thoughts on who do you think won, custom or Lego. So yeah guys, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and end this video here. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to hit that like button and the little bell to notify every time I post a video, so you guys can be the first to comment and view it as it comes out. And make sure to vote down below. Leave it down in the comments, your vote on which one you guys think is better, the Lego set version or my custom version of these two TIE Fighters. And yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and end this video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, please comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.